Okay, here is problem 37. I have laid out what the book gives us already. So you're given that you want to solve for these three mathematical operations. You have A, B, and C. So it's a three-part question. And then we're given these vectors, A vector, B vector, C vector. So when you do these, you always want to do these you follow the same mathematical operations that you would in, say, like an algebra problem or something. So we have what's inside the parentheses. We want to do this first, because that's the only way we're going to be able to dot this. So we have B cross C. So in order to do that, we're going to do B cross C. And that is going to be, you're going to do your I, J, K matrix table. And then we'll have, so you got -1, -4, 2, 2, 2, 1. Only problem is if you take little shortcuts like this, make sure you fix them. Because if you're a person that makes like a lot of mistakes and you get used to doing something like this, you're gonna make mistakes. So keep in mind that you skip this part. Okay, so we're gonna do this cross this, and that should be -4. Call this B cross C down here. These little arrows on top indicate that they're vectors and they're not scalars. So you get -4, and then you get -4. So this is the first portion. Then we go minus, you get -1, and then we're going to, I guess I should write 1, -1, this I times this K, and then this I times this K is 4, so that's -4. And then for the third part, you get -2, minus -8, which is +8. So these have to remain in I, J, K components, because this is still a vector. You're just combining two vectors. So you can't get rid of this information. They have to remain. So you end up with -8I. You get -5 here, it becomes positive, so you get +5J. And then we get 6K. So this is what B cross C equals. Now you are going to dot this with A. Okay, so now we have B cross C, so we want to do A dotted with this. So then this is basically turning into scalar information. So we have A, which is then, where to go, 3, 3, and -2. So you get basically 3I plus 3J minus 2K. And we're going to dot that with -8I plus 5J plus 6K. So when you go to do this, it's just this minus, or this multiplied by this, -24, 3 times 5, you get +15, and then you get -2 times 6 is -12. So you should get -36, you should get -21, I believe. And that is A dot B cross C. Then equals -21. Okay, so these are pretty straightforward. I'm just kind of winging it here. I didn't actually try to do these beforehand, but so we did A. Now we're going to do B. So it's A dot B plus C. So the first thing we want to do is B plus C. So you get B plus C. Okay, so we have -1I, -4J plus 2K. And then of course it's just plus. So we are adding c, which is over here. So you have 2i plus 2j plus 1k. And I'm adding the parentheses just so you know it was these vectors, but it's kind of irrelevant at this point. So negative 1, you get negative I, or negative 1i, or wait, no, positive. So you have negative 1i and positive 2i, so you get plus 1i. Negative 4 and 2, you get minus 2j, plus 2k, so you get plus 3k. Okay, and that's what b plus c equals. So again, we're dotting it with a up here, so now we're going to do a dotted to this. So again, we have a up here, so you have 3i plus 3j minus 2k, and then that's going to be dotted with 1i minus 2j plus 3k. So for these, I almost always keep the I, J, and K information, because if you start getting lazy and taking these out, you're going to forget it's a vector or what it is or what you're doing with it. You may just start using them as numbers. So you have to pay attention to that. But anyway, dotting these two together then gets, you get 3 plus, well, minus, didn't work. And then you get 3, so you get negative 6. Then you get negative 2, you get another negative 6. So yeah, we just end with negative 9, and I think even myself, I forgot to do it. Remember to add that 0.0 to make it accurate there. And that is part B, so that is a dot b plus c. Okay, part C is then A cross B plus C. And I probably shouldn't have erased B plus C since I already had it done. B plus C real quick again, B plus C. You have negative 1i minus 4j plus 2k. And then plus 2i plus 2j plus 1k. And so b plus c equals 1i, negative 2j, and 3k. Yeah, so I think that's what we got before. Okay, so then we're going to cross this with a. So now you have to do a cross this. So remember, again, we got to do our little matrices table. So we take a, we'll take I, J, K, and we're doing a. So you get 3 minus 2. And then we're going to use cross b plus c, which is right here. So you use 1, negative 2, 3. And so this is a cross b plus c. And then we do the same thing we did earlier. If we have space, books probably. Okay, so you get 9. And then we get 4, so you get minus 4. And then we get minus 9. Minus a negative 2, so we get plus 2. And then you get plus negative 6 minus 3. And these are all IJK. So basically, down here, figuring this out, you should get 5i. You're going to get negative 11j and negative 9k. And so this should be the final answer for what is A cross B plus C.